Detective Hudson, major crimes.
Cause of death?
Penetrating trauma to the head. He was murdered.
You need to prove it.
First, I got to say congratulations on how successful the series has been, Hudson and Rex. I remember our first conversation when we were talking at the City TV building, and I got a chance to meet you and Rex. And I remember one of the things I had said was, do you think that Rex is going to be as popular as A Littlest Hobo? You said, definitely, my friend. You were absolutely right. This series has been intelligent, it's been fun, it's been cool, it's been family orientated. I mean, I could keep going on and on. Did you ever think that this series would have this amount of success?
Well, first of all, thank you very much. That's I appreciate you saying that. And I think, we obviously at the beginning knew that we had something that people would respond to, because I think the relationship between, human and animal and, owner and pet, or, that relationship is something that everybody can connect with, or is universal across the globe. So I think we knew that we had something really special, and then it was just, okay, how do we execute it, and how do we make all the pieces come together so that, people are going to want to watch us, every week. So I feel we're heading in the right direction. We've been heading in the right direction, and there's always space to grow, but definitely happy that people are enjoying it.
Well, here's some of the things what I love about it. Number one, let's talk about the writing. The writing is so intelligent. I mean, to me, no matter how you want to put it, partners, cop series, whatever you want to say, to me, the bottom line is it's a mystery, and you're trying to figure it out. And, one minute you're thinking, okay, this person did this, and then suddenly it's like, no, this person didn't do it this. Wait a minute, let me go back to, there is so much of that I love, that you literally, you don't even want to go to the washroom during the commercial breaks because you're afraid you're going to miss that one element. You go, wait a minute. What do you think about the writing? Because that's the one thing, number one off the top, that I love, and how you guys execute it.
Well, we're very fortunate. Our writers do a great job sort of, keeping you in suspense as to who is the criminal in the end, or always sort of keeping you on your toes. And there's always twists and turns throughout the episodes, not just even in the final revelation. And that really is a huge component of what makes the show successful, because it's interesting. I'm actually at the Mellor Cottage Inn right now, where I'm speaking to you, and there's a bookshelf right next to where I am, and I found a bunch of old Hardy Boys books. And I was actually just looking through them before sitting down to the interviews today. And it's amazing how I feel that there's sort of one of the elements of the show is you have two partners working together to a common goal, and each of them has their own strengths. And basically the sum, the whole is greater than the sum of the parts. So, Charlie with his logic and Rex with his senses and intuition sort of become a really great team in solving this mystery. And I think that, if it was just a show about, a person and their pet or their animal, I don't think it would have that extra element that keeps people really wanting to watch, which is that mystery. And then you have Charlie and Rex, not as a owner and pet relationship, but really as partners, working to solve it. I think that sort of just, really sort of gives it that extra quality that people want to watch.
And let's talk about Charlie, because he reminds me of some of the old school characters. no anger, there's no yelling, there's no swearing, there's no. I actually tried to find an episode where he's, raised his voice or just he's always so even. It's all about working with his partner and taking care of what needs to be taken care of. I'd love to get your comments on that because that's one of the things I just love. The only thing I ever find anything that might show a little difference is when he knows he's got somebody, there's that little sort of twinkle in his eye and that little snicker like, yeah, I get it.
Yeah, I think that Charlie likes to keep people off balance, and I think that's sort of his that's sort of where his what's the word that I'm looking for? Cheekiness lives is in that world, and he sort of, for him, he's a real tactician. I think he follows the evidence. Ever since he was a kid, when he read mystery novels, the detectives that he admired followed the evidence. They followed the protocols, and didn't let emotion get in the way. So I think that's where his strength lies. And then when he wants to keep people off balance, it's all about surprising them with something, or seeing how they'll react to what he says, and that's sort of how he keeps people off balance to see if he can learn anything from them, see if they're hiding anything. But I think a great part of the relationship is that Charlie sort of lives in that zone of logic and deduction, and then Rex is sort of the more intuitive. He uses his senses in ways that a human can't. He also really, in a lot of ways, is Charlie's weapon. Like, we definitely try and minimize any use of guns on the show, and I think one of the strengths of the show is that Charlie doesn't really need one because he trusts his partner so much, and his partner is very capable of taking people down if they're running, or he's very competent with physically. So I think it's a really interesting dynamic, and I think there is. When I grew up reading mystery novels, I feel that there is an homage in our show to some of those older mystery novels that I think are use cleverness as opposed to shock value to make the stories great.
Absolutely. It kind of reminds me of, Michael Knight had Kid Knight Rider. Charlie has Rex in Hudson and Rex, which I think is just amazing. What's the relationship between the two of you off screen now, from when you first met to, as the series has grown?
Well, just like our characters have kind of grown to know each other and trust each other more over time, I think it's the same with me and Diesel. We've gone from not knowing each other at all to starting to film together, spending all day together, during shooting times, to really kind of having a sixth sense as to what the other is requiring. Or in first season, we needed to use a lot of commands to sort of get across. I would often have to use commands as well to get across what was needed in the scene. But now, with Sherry and how well she's trained him, and through the repetition and through the trust that we've built, oftentimes it's just seamless, and we'll be in the scene together, and it's just it's just like we're two actors doing the scene, and it's very easy.
Let's talk about the new season first. Was this filmed during COVID-19? And if so, what were the difficulties in doing this?
Yeah, I mean, I guess the challenge was, I feel like the biggest challenge was probably before we ever even got to camera, the sort of the work that needed to be done to sort of create our protocols, and that was very carefully constructed through all the producers on our show, going and talking to the unions and talking to the advisors in the healthcare system to see how we could protect everybody and keep everybody safe. And I really appreciated how much thought went into that. And basically they said, unless we can come up with something that we feel is safe, and, we don't move forward. And fortunately we did. And I think we were one of the first, if not the first, productions to come back in North America. And, the first few weeks we were getting used to those protocols of wearing masks, social distancing in separate pods, where people would work to sort of minimize, people's interactions, physical interactions. We had, everybody had separate packed meals as opposed to sitting in a lunchroom. So there's been a lot of logistical stuff, but I feel we've sort of hit our stride with that in a lot of ways, and it's become, commonplace for us now. It's just become part of our day. But also, I just think the thing that's really made it work is that people's ability or people's willingness to stick with the protocols and respect them. And I think that's been one of the big reasons we've been able to film 13 episodes so far this season.
What can we expect in the new season? And does the new season reflect what's going on in the world today right now?
Yeah, I think it really does. I think we have a lot of, we talk about a lot of issues that are, very, very prevalent and important in the world right now. So I think this season will be just like all our other seasons in the fact that we, want to get a conversation started about a lot of different social issues that are very important, and also hopefully infuse that in a way into the story that people want to watch and learn more about it, and that it starts conversations I feel very fortunate and proud to work on a show that does try and talk about issues that are important in the world at the time, and not shy away from that. So I think I hope that people really, really enjoyed the season and the episodes that we have.
As we wrap this up, would you like to see Charlie and Rex have a, if you want to call it, arch enemy or arch rival, somebody who really puts the challenge to them, even if it could be like the opposite version of Charlie and Rex, some kind of bad guy team of person and animal going up against the two of you that really put a challenge to that, to the scope of what the two of you have?
That's a great question. I actually would love that. I think that is that's very cool. Charlie's had a few adversaries, but not with the animal component that where Rex would have a rival as well, which I think would be very interesting because that really hasn't ever played into the story. So I don't know, if you have any ideas, let me know. Maybe we can spitball something and create the Joker to our Batman.
Exactly, that's what I'm talking about. And I guess Rex would probably have oh gosh, I'm trying to think of, I can't think of her name now, the girlfriend to the Joker kind of thing, you know, but she's human.
Harley.
Harley, yeah. But we need an animal Harley kind of thing, you know. So, but look, either way, I love what's going on. I love how things have come together. I love the fact that you can put Diesel, Rex with the littlest hobo or Lassie, and you know that kind of legacy. And the fact that we've gone to the end, I love it. Look, congratulations on what you've done in the past. I'm looking forward to seeing everything that's going on in the future, and looking forward to talking to you again on the next season of Hudson and Rex.
Thanks, Rudy. Really appreciate it. Yeah, no, we feel pretty fortunate. So, but thanks very much.
Thank you so much. Take care. Have a great holiday season. And like I said, cross fingers, looking forward to maybe one-on-one in person talk to you in 2021. Take care.
Yeah. Hopefully when all this COVID stuff has settled down, we can get back to normal and actually sit in the same room together and chat.
Definitely. Like I said, have a great holiday. Take care. Be safe. Talk to you.
Same to you. Cheers.
Bye-bye.
What a good boy.
Where is he getting all the credit? What did he do that I didn't do?